Hoo, hoo, hoo. Hey, we're previewing UFC 323. It's Ringside Report MMA. It's Thursday night. Let's do it.
Let's go!
Let's go. I'm ready to go. Are we ready to go? Where's my buddy? Where's my buddy AJ? There he is in a dark corner, sipping his drink.
What's up,
ready?
homie?
What's up, my friend?
Who killed the Expos, Dave? Who killed the Expos?
Who?
I want to know who. Who do you think killed the Expos?
I'd like you to talk
gonna
into
wear
your
my
microphone
cap.
so I could hear you. I'm having trouble hearing you.
Can you hear me, man?
There you go. There you
One,
go.
2, 3. Did you hear me what I said? Who killed the Expos?
Yeah, I heard you. I don't know. It's a number of factors why the Expos were killed. I don't know. I'm still wearing this
Youpie,
hat.
man.
Hold on, I'm take my hat off.
Why you
Take
taking
my
off the
hat
hat?
off
It
to
was so
really think
good,
about it.
man.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a little hot.
You got to
It's a
show
little
that
hot under
haircut of
these
yours.
lights.
I know you, man. You just wanted to show that haircut. I know you, man. Look at that. Even oiled it and all. Put a little gel,
There's
little
nothing
spray?
in it. No, it's just
little
hat
Vidal
hair.
Sassoon.
It's called hat hair is what that is. There's nothing going on.
Why does it look so
I'm not a
shiny? Or
fancy
is it
boy.
my eyes?
I'm not a fancy boy. I don't do that type of stuff.
What are you talking about? You're the biggest collector of shoes that I probably in all of Montreal. You're a fancy boy.
I like shoes. Anyways.
You know
I don't
I'm
know
right,
who killed
man.
the Expos, man. All I know is I want them back. You know,
Listen,
a lot
man,
of things killed the Expos. Lack of attendance. The city, you know, not showing up for the team.
Mm-hmm.
That didn't help. You know, like, people want to say it was this or is that. I mean, it was a lot of things, you know. Bad
There's a lot of
ownership.
factors.
Bad ownership. Across the board.
Look, if we listen,
the government
if we
not
would've won,
supporting the team. You know, I mean, come on.
That's
There's a
true.
lot of different factors why we don't have the Expos.
right,
Why
you're
you got to
right.
start the show
But
off like that with me, AJ? Why you got to hit me
Because
with
I'm
a
trying
big
to finish
question like
off-
that?
I'm trying to finish off the documentary for Netflix. I wanna
Stick
wanna
with
get
the
your
Diddy
perspective up to that
documentary,
point.
bro. I'm
Diddy
not
with
watching
the
that
oil.
Expos. I haven't seen it, the Expos documentary, because it just
You know
like,
what
it
we should do?
still
We should do.
hurts.
We should watch it all together. Me, you, and Johnny. I know Fred probably will fall asleep, but I'm just saying, us three with Freddie sleeping, we should look at it all together and come up with our review of who killed the Expos. Because there's a lot of talk. There's that Iranian guy here in Montreal who's really serious about bringing back the Expos. He's got the coin. He's got, a pretty big backing. This might be it, man. The Iranian Expos.
Well, I hope they're here in Montreal.
Shawarma
not
and
like in
pretzels.
Tehran.
The Expos in Tehran.
That would suck. That'd be a lot of travel. MLB would not be happy with that. The travel would not
Youpie,
work.
man. Youpie's gonna have to wear a different garb, man.
Imagine the Yankees have to travel to Tehran. I'd be enraged. I'd be like, no, we're not going there. It's crazy. Can't go play baseball
Didn't the
there. It's
Yankees do
ridiculous.
that?
Unfair.
Didn't the Yankees do that to the UK? They traveled to the UK at one point. I know football did it, but I thought the Yankees did it.
They do games in Japan, but I don't know.
Yeah, but Japan is like a baseball.
We got MMA
crazy
to talk
place.
about. We've got UFC 323 to talk about. That's the subject at hand, AJ. That's the big news of our day, of our show. I don't want to talk about
This is what we're all
the
about,
Expos,
dude.
You know?
Yeah, I bet
Just
you'll
bring
be
'em
talking about
back.
the Yankees before the show ends. I can almost be positive on that.
I don't think we will. There's no news. Unless something breaks while we're on the air. There's no news for the Yankees. I mean, it's December 4th right now as we speak. There's,
You could do it, Dave. Spit it out, bud.
Nothing. You're not going to bait me into doing that. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I mean, yeah.
Just say no. Remember that? The commercial, just say no.
Yeah, there's nothing happening right now. Off season. Just waiting for them to do something. I wish there was something to talk about. There's nothing to talk about. Maybe the fact that there's nothing to talk about is something to talk about, you know? But... There we go. Can't wait till I hear that sound in Yankee Stadium
Uh-oh,
again.
Johnny's already into it. Now I know why. Here we go.
Dave's still
There
salty
we
about
go.
Devin Williams. Oh, okay. Well, there's news, I guess. We could talk about that. I'm not salty. I'm happy he's gone. He sucked. He was terrible. I don't want him on my team anymore. Yankees, yeah. I'm not happy that we traded a good prospect for Devin Williams, who came out, wound up being a dud. That was a bad trade for the Yankees. A bad trade. Shouldn't have got him in the first place. Not disappointed that he didn't re-sign in free agency with the Yankees. He can go to the Mets. Second year in a row where the Mets take our closer that we don't want anymore. They took Clay Holmes last offseason. Now they're taking Devin Williams. It's like, yeah, well, we don't want him. We don't like him. He sucked. Take him. Have fun with that. So, good luck to the New York Mets. Good luck to Juan Soto. A lot of people are still, a lot of Yankees fans are like mad about Juan Soto and how he left and everything. I'm happy for him. He took the money. He's a great player. I'm not mad about Juan Soto anymore. I cheer for him. I think he's good. I see the Mets. I see Soto. I'm like, how can you not love the way he plays baseball? I like Juan Soto. He was a great Yankee. For that 1 year, it was really fun. Really fun year. We went to the World Series with Juan Soto. I think Yankee fans should kind of get over it. Baseball players are going to make moves for themselves and just appreciate what he did give to the Yankees, and it was fun. Soto and Judge was a fun time. It was a fun year. I miss Soto. I wish Soto would have re-signed with the Yankees. I'm not going to miss Devin Williams. Still miss Soto. What a guy. What a player. What are you going to do, man? He took the money. Good money.
Bring back George.
Good for him. George Costanza? I agree.
No, Steinbrenner.
Oh, yeah, him too. He's dead.
Bring him back, bud.
He's dead.
Sure, he's rolling, man.
Yeah, I can't imagine he's happy with the job his son's doing.
Nah.
I'm not happy with, he's not spending money. They're the third highest payroll in baseball. That's not what the Yankees are supposed to be. They're supposed to be the highest payroll in baseball. Anyways.
Costanza's not a bad choice either, dude.
Merab Dvalishvili is who I want to talk about, AJ. I don't want to talk about anything but Merab. It's Merab time.
Merab is the guy we should be talking about, man. Big time. Let me get my papers out here.
Get your papers. Get the papers.
Let me get my papers. Let me get my pen here. Let me get the paper.
Merab Dvalishvili. A legend in the making. He has defended the UFC Bantamweight Championship 3 times already in 2025. Trying to make it his 4th title defense in this calendar year. Unprecedented.
Crazy, man.
This is a level of activity from a champion that we have not seen in quite some time. 4 title fights in 1 year. Who was ever this active?
Cowboy Cerrone?
As a champion,
no one. No one, man.
Ronda was pretty active.
Some of the greatest.
Did she have 4 title fights in 1 year?
No. He's gonna do it, bud.
Ronda didn't? Are you sure? I'm checking.
Sure she did not.
I'm checking now.
I think Merab will be the number 1, man. If he does it, which
yeah, she didn't. Ronda
man.
felt really active, and she only fought like twice a year, which felt really active for a world champion.
There's no one out there, man. Not George. Not Khabib.
No, not Khabib. Khabib was a very active champion. He defended the belt like twice, maybe once.
Not Cruz. Not
Pereira?
Aldo. Nor Pereira.
Pereira is a pretty active fighter. He fought,
but not in a year.
Hang on. 2024, Alex Pereira fought 3 times. 3 times. Still 3 title and defended the UFC light heavyweight title 3 times last year.
Yeah, but this guy's coming to number 5, bro.
This is 4.
Number 4, I mean.
For Merab. Yeah,
number 4.
His 4th title defense, and if he's successful, I mean, Fighter of the Year is locked. He already won the ESPY award for Fighter of the Year. I think every MMA outlet, including our own, will name Merab Dvalishvili as Fighter of the Year. How could you not?
Well,
Especially
look,
with
he
a victory. Especially with a victory on Saturday, right? He's Fighter of the Year.
100%. And then he surpasses Dominic Cruz. Think about it, as the greatest in bantamweight. Right there. The guy is just a living legend. It's incredible, man.
Dominic Cruz, greatest bantamweight of all time, you think?
No,
Before
I'm going to say
Merab?
Merab will be on Saturday. Yeah, before Merab.
But before Merab, you'd say Cruz?
I would say Cruz.
Not Sean O'Malley?
What? I like Sean, man. The greatest vendor before he became known in the UFC.
A lot of kids will tell you Sean
more
O'Malley.
merch.
Sean O'Malley's the GOAT, bro. That's what they would
they're
tell you.
crack kids, dude.
Yeah. I think
Come on.
Dominic Cruz is a fair pick for greatest bantamweight of all time. But yeah, Merab is inching pretty close, if not taking that crown, especially with a win on Saturday night in Vegas.
Agree.
And I think he's going to get the win Saturday night. I got him.
I mean,
winning.
it's going to be a tough fight.
Petr Yan is good,
it's gonna
former
be a tough
champion.
fight. Well, Peter Yan had it all, man. He was like everything you think would have dominated that weight class. But man, Merab manhandled those guys for 5 rounds. I mean, what was the crazy stat? I think he got about 11 takedowns, and he attempted something in the 40s. It was insane. But he still got 11 takedowns on Petr Yan. But Petr Yan, the only thing that he did well was to stuff 80% of those takedowns. So that's what you give to Petr Yan in that fight. Other than that, he got pretty much manhandled.
Yeah.
And this is a much better Merab coming into Saturday.
Yeah.
The guy is on fire, and he wants this win to be the greatest bantamweight fighter to date, man. That's you know what I mean? The thing with Merab, he's inspired by, like, you know, winning, but this is more than just a win. This is like it's an all-time record, dude. I mean, you know, all records can be broken, but it won't be happening in the next, 5 years for sure. I mean, Merab is up there, dude. He's a special fighter. And he has a great, he's not only a great fighter who's legendary status with the greatest of all. Coming Saturday, he's going to be the number 1. But he also has a great attitude outside of the ring.
Yeah.
He's super fun. He'll go both sides. Like, he could jump over like a fence to go attack a fan if he has to. At the same time, he's super funny. I mean, the guy has that charisma, man. And that's what sells Merab. And Merab is going to get more and more popular as time goes on. Even when he loses his throne at some point, it could happen if he doesn't step away. We're always going to remember Merab. You got the Khabibs, you've got the Islams, you've got the St. Pierre's, you've got the Lesnar. We can never forget about Lesnar being in the heavyweight, and we definitely can't forget about the John Jones. But Merab is going to be there. Man,
I find it interesting that you go Khabib, GSP,
Yep.
John Jones, and Brock Lesnar, because you had 3
No, I actually
kind
said
of
Brock Lesnar.
I know, but
before
you
John
had
Jones.
3 kind of greatest of all times, and then Brock Lesnar for some reason. I don't know how he figures into that.
Listen, Brock
Because
brought
of pay-per-view
a
star?
magic, the pay-per-view star, and just his presence, man, where people were like, "Holy shit!" And Brock backed it up too. There's no doubt about it. Brock backed it up. And again, after watching the match, this week, when was it? Friday? When was it?
Brock Lesnar on Saturday.
Yeah, on Saturday.
War Games.
Man, the guy, War Games, man, I was watching him and I was like,
Yeah.
damn, man.
He's a
The
beast.
guy's a presence.
Yeah.
He's a beast, man. It doesn't matter where he walks into, the UFC or the WWE, he's going to be up there as like legendary, man. He is legendary. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah. He's going to go down in history.
And he looked good,
He's
He
a
looked good
very
at War
unique,
Games, man.
very unique athlete. Very unique. His
Uh-oh,
UFC fights,
Johnny.
that was my favorite. That was my favorite stuff. When Brock was fighting in the UFC, I went to his first fight where he lost to Frank Mir there in Vegas. I was at that.
That was
fight.
crazy. You were there for
It's
that?
crazy. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Wow.
UFC 81. Main event was Nogueira beating Tim Sylvia for the belt.
Right.
Big nog.
Damn, you were there.
Yeah,
Jesus, Dave.
I'm old
I didn't
school.
know that. See, I'm
I
just
was in
learning,
Vegas
man. I
for
learned
that.
something new today.
Met Greg Maddox.
Damn, why
after
don't
the
we go to
fight.
Vegas? What?
Greg Maddox,
He was there
yeah.
too? Jesus,
Greg Maddox.
legendary.
Yo, Greg Maddox was there. Ken Griffey Jr. was there, and Barry Bonds was there. They were all there.
Damn, I saw Barry, man.
And Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Undertaker and JBL were there too. Like, I was sitting there watching the fights and also like looking in the crowd like, oh my God, that's Barry Bonds. It's crazy. I'm sitting here. I'm sitting here, and then over there is Barry Bonds, and he's just sitting watching the same fight as I am. It's crazy. Ken Griffey was there, you know? Nuts.
One of the greatest, man.
My favorite sports stars were all in one room watching Brock Lesnar's first UFC fight. It was very cool.
How did they react, by the way, when he lost, man? It was an ankle lock, if I'm not mistaken, right?
I can't remember. I was busy reacting myself. I was like watching the fight. I don't know. I didn't see that.
That was a Frank Mir, man. What a beast, eh?
Yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, it was that was my first UFC event that I saw live. It was nuts. It was cool too because I was at UFC 81 and then UFC 83 because UFC 83 was here at the Bell Center. It was George and Sarah.
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
The good old days.
But
AJ.
I remember Brock.
The good old days of the UFC.
Those were some fun days, man.
Yeah, I
Still
miss
is the good old days, but it's a different type of.
It's not
it was
the
more
same.
like it was almost. There was a little bit more theatrics in a sense.
I like the UFC better. I like the UFC better when it was still illegal in Ontario and New York. You know? Like when the UFC was not allowed to happen in Ontario and in the state of New York. Remember that? The legalization, you know? And that wasn't happening. UFC was great back then. Johnny wants to know if Griffey was my favorite. I mean, he wasn't my favorite baseball player, but he was obviously one of my favorites. Ken Griffey Jr. He's like an icon of 90s baseball.
Amazing, man. I've got his rookie card.
But Greg Maddox was my favorite pitcher, so that was pretty awesome. To meet him was like...
And listen...
something I'll never forget because I was a big fan.
I got a chance to see Barry Bonds play. I was there to see him against the Expos, man, and he was out in... I think he was center field, if I'm not mistaken. But... damn, man, he was a pretty big guy.
Barry Bonds was great, man. I think he should be.
I was there with Muscles Marco, man.
Mm-hmm.
We called him out. He turned around, even waved to us. He was a really cool guy, man. I think at the time, remember Barry what's his name from the Expos? Henry. He used to throw O. Henrys onto the field.
Henry Rodriguez.
O. Henry.
Mm-hmm. All right, Merab beat Petr Yan.
Yeah, let's get back to Merab.
Merab, he's defeated Petr Yan before in a 5-round fight. It was a couple years ago, but like you said, I think Merab is better now. Petr Yan is on a 3-fight win streak. He's beaten some good guys, Davison Figueiredo included, but I just don't think that any of those guys are Merab. I think the only thing that you can kind of hope for if you're a Petr Yan fan is that, you know, this is his 4th title defense of the year. It is a lot of fights to ask for. And maybe he runs out of gas. Maybe it's too much. Maybe he tires out. Maybe he's hurt. Maybe he's just can't be as durable as he has been in his past fights because he's been through some tough fights this year, which is possible. But it doesn't seem to be the case. Knowing what we know about Merab, like you said, his mentality, the way he fights, the way he acts, the way he trains, he has been dominant in every outing this year. Defeating Umar Nurmagomedov, who many thought would defeat him. And he beat him soundly in January. Then choked out Sean O'Malley in the 3rd round in their rematch after going to decision with him last year, finishes him this year, made it look easy in June. Then in October, just 5-0, all 5 rounds, decisions, Corey Sandhagen. A shutout. And ties the record for most consecutive UFC bantamweight title defenses in that fight. So he's now tied for the record, one more, and he will hold the record on his own, which I think, as you said, AJ, would make him the greatest bantamweight of all time, fighter of the year in 2025, and one of the top pound-for-pound fighters in the world. I think it's going to be hard to take the top pound-for-pound title from Islam Makhachev, given, he was undefeated as a lightweight champion and then moved up and took the 170-pound championship as well, which was quite a feat this year. And you would think Islam would be a strong candidate for Fighter of the Year, if not for what Merab Dvalishvili has done. A beast. And I look forward to capping off 2025 of UFC pay-per-views with another Merab win as we celebrate Merab. This is the year of Merab in the UFC. 2025 is the year of Merab. History-making performances. Incredible. And then, you think about what's next for him after this. I think a rematch with Umar is looming and is likely next. However, Umar has to beat Davison Figueiredo in January. But I think the winner of that very likely gets next at Merab. You can't count out Petr Yan, but it's just hard. It's so hard to go against Merab. It's so tough. He's just
It's a different level, man, altogether. Yeah. And Petr Yan was like that, not that guy, but he was the guy at one point. But ever since he got DQ'd with Sterling, and then he had 2 losses after that, I mean, he's not the same fighter. Merab is just, he's just in 5th gear and he's going, man.
Yeah, but Petr Yan, he fell into some weird stuff. There was the DQ with Sterling where he lost the championship by disqualification, which was weird. And then Sterling was out for a while. He beats Corey Sandhagen to become the interim champion. Or no, interim champion. And then he has the rematch with Aljo, and he loses by split decision, which, it was a close fight. Then he fights Sean O'Malley, and he loses by split decision, and everybody thought he won. That was a weird one, too, because I still think Petr Yan won that. 2 judges gave it to O'Malley. 1 judge gave it to Yan. The judge who gave it to Yan was correct. So he got screwed out of that one. And then he fought Merab, and he lost to Merab because everybody loses to Merab.
Well,
but after that, he wins 3 in a row. Like you say, the losses and everything, but the 2 losses are to Aljo and Sean O'Malley. The O'Malley one, he got screwed. And the Aljo one, it was close. He lost, but it was still, he hasn't fallen off where he's getting knocked out and tapped and everything. The fights that he's losing, he's still putting up good performances in, Except for the Merab one, because Merab really, I think he's just levels above the division right now. But he's won 3 in a row, Petr Yan. You shouldn't really count him out. He's 32 years old. Merab is 34. Yan is still one of the top bantamweights in the world, and he should give Merab a tough fight. I think Merab might not finish Petr Yan, although in rematches, Merab has done well.
Yeah. I was going the other way. I was looking that he already knows the game with Petr Yan. He's been able to handle him easily for 5 rounds. And he's a much better Merab, a much better striker Merab, a much better all-round athlete. I think he's going to end that fight with Petr Yan. I don't think it's going to go to any decision. I don't think it's going to go 5 rounds. I think he's going to be able to pulls up the game before the 5th round with Petr Yan. And you know what? Yeah, he's a couple of years younger, but man, Merab is he's in his 5th gear, dude. This is it. You know, we got a couple of years left with Merab. Might be 1 year left, maybe another, defense against any of the other ones that you were just talking about that probably have no chance with Merab. Merab might end his career in 2026, and you know what? It would be a Cinderella story. I think it's great. But Petr Yan has a lot of, it's coming. You know how it is every time you come for a rematch. It's usually doesn't end well,
Well, a lot of times they say that it's harder to win the rematch because you know what you've done right, and you're just trying to do that again, where when you lose, you know what you've done wrong, and you're trying to improve you know what I mean? Like, they say it's harder to win the rematch after you've won the first one, but I don't know if that's necessarily true. I don't think it's true in all cases. I think it is in some, but I agree. I think Merab wins. We're in agreement. Merab.
Yeah, pretty much.
And I think
this is a historic run, bud. You know what I'm saying? It's not just a regular fight. It's a you're defending your title, but it's also a historic match for Merab. So he's going to put everything on the line for this. Win or lose in 2026, the guy wins and he's going to be the king of the game, ending 2025. And he'll be like the athlete of the year. He'll be the fighter of the year. He knows that. And he has a status that no other fighter has done. Going back to UFC 1. Even Royce Gracie, I think he defended it, 3 times? I think 1, 2. The third one he pulled out. He came back for the 4th. You know what I'm saying? Even back then, he has a notch above the great Royce Gracie.
Well,
it's incredible, dude.
It's different. It's hard to compare.
Yeah, but still,
Merab,
I know, but it's
right
still,
now, betting line,
title defense.
Merab is minus 425, the favorite. Big favorite.
Oof, it went up. Yeah, it went up.
Yeah. Co-main event is for the UFC Flyweight title. So the main event is 135, co-main 125. We've got Alexandre Pantoja defending against the young contender Joshua Van, 24 years old, fighting out of Houston, Texas, riding a 5-fight win streak into this one, including a decision win over Brandon Royval back in June that earned him this title shot. Alexandre Pantoja, 35 years old, fighting out of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, the home of MMA. And he has now a 8-fight win streak in the UFC. Has defended the Flyweight Championship now 4 times in a row and is looking unstoppable, submitting Kai Kara France back in June at UFC 317. It seems like he's the champion and they're just trying to find guys that are next. It's like whoever's next, whoever wants a shot, raise your hand. You can get a shot at Pantoja. Good luck. Pantoja's sharp. He's just very skilled. And the flyweight division is very interesting because I think that it's the most skilled division in MMA. Like, you have to be very talented to fight at 125. You have to be technically sound. I think a lot of times flyweights, because they're usually like the smallest guys in the gym, they have to have their technique pretty sharp because the guys that they're fighting are bigger than them. So they have to be, technically sound. It's just the flyweight division is usually where you're seeing some high level skill in all aspects of MMA, very well-rounded, very technical, very skilled fighters. And Pantoja is a great example of that as a champion. He can do it all. Great striker, great Muay Thai, very traditional, like Brazilian-style fighter, good jiu-jitsu, good Muay Thai, and, makes it work. You know what I mean? Very traditional MMA that is just extremely high level. skilled in all aspects. Good takedown defense when he needs it. Good jiu-jitsu when he goes to the ground. Excellent striking. Good kicks, great punches. Just everything. He's a perfect fighter.
Joshua Van, man, you can't count him out. He's one of the most
Very
exciting
aggressive.
fighters coming into this. Very aggressive, punching power that could end a fight. I mean, he's won 8 of his last 9. Mind you, he's only finished 2 of them. But this guy is built like a rock. He's solid. He's young. He's super aggressive. He's got everything to make this fight exciting. But he has the power behind that punch to end the fight on Pantoja. And I agree with you. If Pantoja takes him to the ground, it could be an interesting ending to Joshua Van.
Yeah.
But you're right. With rising champ Asakara, he pretty much handled him, and who's got serious power behind his punches. But this guy Joshua Van, man, I look at him and I'm like, this guy could be, he's definitely an elite fighter. He's up there with Pantoja. I keep looking at him and it's like, damn, this guy could be a future champion. He's so young and everything. But dude, I mean, don't overlook him. He could be the guy that could put Pantoja on his back. And you know what? It's coming to the end of the year. There's going to, it's going to be an ending that's going to be very surprising in the UFC. I don't think Merab is going to be that guy, but I can see Joshua Van being that guy to end Pantoja's win. He's something, this Joshua Van. Look, I'm going back and forth on this one, man. He's an underdog.
24 it's tough, man. It's tough to.
But think about it, Dave.
It's
think
tough
about
to
one
be
thing.
a seasoned MMA fighter like Pantoja
You're
when
right.
you're only 24. There's no way, skill-wise, he's not going to be able to match up with him. But there's youth and exuberance and, the X factors in MMA that could close the gap. I just think if this fight hits the ground, Joshua Van is going to be in some trouble.
Yeah, that's if it gets to the ground. And
I think
if that's what you're hoping for.
Pantoja
I think it
wrestle.
can.
He can do it all.
100%.
He can do everything.
Yeah, he can.
He's got very good takedowns.
I know, dude. But this kid is something. 15-2. What's up, Pantoja? He's 30 wins, 5 losses. I mean, he's up there. 35 fights, man. But 17 fights for Joshua Van. He's won 8 of his last 9 in the UFC. I mean, the kid is 24 going up against a 35-year-old Pantoja. You're right on that cusp. 35 is the flag where your game is coming to its twilight. The only thing that Pantoja has is that reach. He has a longer reach, but it's that power. Because if he gets into that pocket, Joshua Van, he could do some damage. I think he looks bigger. They're pretty much the same height. There's more pluses to Pantoja. Experience, ground game, that reach that he has a slight edge. But the one thing he doesn't have is that 24-year-old body, where most people don't realize that 24 years old in MMA today, this guy's been training probably since he was 6 months. And that's the difference. They're 24 years old, training at the highest level of the game with some of the best sparring partners in grappling and stand-up. They're different at 24 years old. Yeah, they might be young, but their levels of skill and their levels of training is very different than it was 10 years ago in the UFC. I think Pantoja has all the flags to win, but I'm going with the underdog on this, dude. I'm going with Joshua Van for the win. I think he's going to make a big surprise and a big statement on Saturday. This kid's there, and he's the real deal. He's the future. And the twilight days might be gone for Pantoja. I might be
I'm a big
totally
Pantoja
wrong.
fan. I'm a big Pantoja fan.
so
I think
am I,
jiu-jitsu wins this fight. Submission.
I would expect jiu-jitsu to win this fight, but I just think the power, the punching power behind this Joshua Van could be quite interesting.
I think we see a choke.
Au revoir, dude.
Choke.
Yeah, I can see that. But I'm going with the underdog on this, dude. I'm going with Joshua Van.
I got Pantoja by choke. Not sure what kind.
Which
of
seems
a Darce, maybe rear naked.
Mm-hmm.
Not a guillotine. I don't think a guillotine. I could see like a Darce, like a nice Darce choke getting wrapped up. Guys are hitting Darces a lot these days. Very popular. Sneaky. Could hit it from any.
It's gonna be a good fight, regardless, man. It's gonna be a good fight, dude.
I think it's gonna be a good fight, but I like Pantoja a lot. He's got man strength. He's got dad strength. You know.
He does, dude.
Different.
He does, but
different.
There's a lot of wear and tear after 35 fights and coming into this. Not that he can't do it. He's proven over and over again he can. You know, the guy has 30 wins, only 5 losses. It's ridiculous. But 35 to a 24, man. You know, and not just a regular 24-year-old, a very, very talented elite fighter at 24 years old. You know, he's there for a reason. It'll be interesting.
We'll see. Brandon Moreno, former champion, taking on Tatsuro Taira. This could be a number 1 contenders fight for that flyweight championship. Taira, 17-1, 25 years old, out of Japan. Brandon Moreno, 31 years old, former champion with a 23-8-2 record out of Mexico. I mean,
something Moreno.
Moreno's fought higher level competition, but Taira is good and getting better all the time. I don't know. Taira's had a good UFC run. 1 loss to Brandon Royval by split decision. He's got a lot of finishes on his record. It's an interesting fight. It's a tough fight for Tatsuro Taira. It's kind of like...
You know, for Moreno.
This is a big one for Taira because he wins this, gets himself a title shot. It's a huge win over a big name in the division, a former champion. Moreno needs this win too to get himself back to where he was. Very big fight for both guys.
And don't forget, like Tatsuro also, like you said, like he lost to Brandon Royval, but so did Moreno. He lost a split to Royval, so they have something in common. You know, it's gonna be interesting. You know, Moreno wins a lot of the big fights. You know, the experience is there, but there's that slight decline on this guy. You know, after 31 fights, man, there's a lot of wear and tear on Moreno. And when he fights, it's a dogfight, man. He goes in there and he lays it out on the line. You know, and you're going up against a very young Tatsuro Taira, who's only had 1 loss. He's 17 wins to 1 loss. He's young, and he still has 18 fights on his belt, man. That's crazy. Man, my heart is saying Moreno. You know, I think he's still young enough to be able to get into a dogfight. You know, but Taira has every chance to win this fight.
I got Taira.
That's what I'm trying to get at, dude. I'm trying to say that everything points to Moreno to win this. I mean, all the bookmakers are going Moreno, slight edge, you know, unanimous decision, maybe.
Taira right now is the favorite. Do you say all the bookmakers are giving Moreno a slight edge?
Well, they're giving the win to Moreno. I'm not saying that the odds are on Moreno's favor, but a lot of people that I've seen
bookmakers are the odds. That's what that means.
Sorry, yeah. There's a change on some of the picks that I've seen like today going towards
Taira,
Moreno with the decision.
Taira is minus 130, the favorite.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with like Tatsuro Taira as well. I think that you know, I think it's gonna be a good fight, dude. But like I said, a lot of people are picking Moreno to win this by unanimous decision. You know, they've got a point. It's Moreno, man. Every time you see this guy fight, like I said, it's a dog fight. But you know, this Tatsuro is something too. I think Youth is gonna probably win on this as well.
You never know. You never know.
You never know. We'll see Saturday night, dude.
We'll see crazy things on Saturday for sure. Henry Cejudo looks like he's retiring from MMA.
Well,
should be
that's
his last
where
fight.
Yeah, youth and skill. You know, former Olympic. You know,
gold medalist.
Two-way
champion.
He has everything. But Henry's biggest mistake was to walk away from the game, and coming back, he hasn't been the same, dude. It's not the same Cejudo.
Yeah, he could have
It's a
done
hard
a
one.
lot more had he not walked away in 2020. He came back in
He had the
2023 and hasn't won a fight since. Lost to Aljo in 2023, lost to Merab in 2024, lost to Song Yadong earlier this year. And
the Dong got him, man.
he has not, won a fight in his comeback, and I don't expect him to win this fight either. He was on top of the world. He was the double champion, flyweight, bantamweight champion in 2020, beat Dominic Cruz, and then retired. And it felt like he could have done so much more, but, it just didn't happen. And I think, he could have been remembered as one of the greatest of all time in MMA. And you look at the accomplishments, Olympic gold medal, 2-weight champion in the UFC. He's one of the most decorated combat sports athletes of all time, if not the most. But he just didn't make a big mark in the UFC. And I think a lot of that is because he retired when he was at the peak. And you would think that that was where he would start to really make money and have big fights. But I guess he felt otherwise and didn't want to do it. So, good for him. Whatever.
Look, his best days are behind him.
It's just that, Henry Cejudo, among MMA fans, I don't think is going to be remembered as one of the greatest of all time in the UFC. Even though he was
up there. He was at one point. He was untouchable, man. He was up there. Everybody knew Cejudo. I mean,
he beat
the guy,
Demetrius Johnson when Demetrius Johnson was absolutely unstoppable, invincible, unbeatable. He beat him. Says a lot. Just that fight.
A lot of respect for Cejudo, man. He deserves it.
Mm-hmm.
But, he's talking about like retiring after this fight. Like I was just saying earlier, like his best days are behind him. It's going to be tough. When you start talking retirement, you know that you're going to retire, win or lose. And usually, it's going to be an uphill battle. It's tough, dude. When you have all those accolades, man, from the Olympics to being like at one point, man, on everybody's tongue at one point. Cejudo was the man, but he's not that man anymore. And it's going to be a tough fight. And I think, youth in some sense. I don't know how old Peyton is. Peyton is what? He's 10-1 as well as a fighter. I mean, what is he? He's 27 years old.
27 years old. Yeah.
To a 38-year-old, not at his best, Cejudo. Cejudo's doing it like at this point. I think he's just doing it for a paycheck. His name is still there. Dana White knows that. Cejudo knows that. And win or lose, he's going to retire on Saturday night. But, I'm saying the drive is probably not at the same point as Peyton. I mean, for Peyton to win, to get a name like Cejudo under his belt, to bring it to 11-1, it's a statement. And I feel for Cejudo, man. Like he should have never walked away, man.
Yeah.
I can't even remember why did he walk away. Why did he walk away?
He's enjoying his life. I'm sure it's whatever, man. It's whatever.
I don't remember why.
I don't know. Didn't feel like fighting anymore. I don't begrudge anyone for not wanting to take the abuse in the UFC. It's a tough sport and it hurts and it does damage to your brain and body. So, yeah, if you don't want to do that,
you're right.
Fine.
Just walk away.
Yeah, walk away, dude. I wouldn't want to do it either.
If your job sucks, walk away.
Yeah, man. If you don't like it and you don't want to do it, stop. Peyton Talbot should win. He is the favorite coming into this. What is it? Minus 275. He will be on my parlay, too, because I'm pretty certain he's winning this fight. I'll give you a parlay here in a minute. As we round out this pay-per-view card, by the way, we will be live Saturday night for a watch-along, 10 p.m. Eastern Time when the pay-per-view starts. That's when our show will start. Fred will be back with us. He's dealing with his children by himself tonight, so he couldn't be on the show. But he will be on with us on Saturday, and AJ will be here with me. It's going to be a good time on Saturday.
Well,
and the pay-per-view.
We haven't done it in a while.
No.
right? We haven't been in studio because the last one was kind of canceled because of weather.
Yeah, that's it. Hopefully weather is good to us this weekend. Yan Błachowicz, former light heavyweight champion, taking on Bogdan Guskov. Goose. The Goose.
The Goose.
Bogdan, the Goose, Guskov, Goose. Yan Błachowicz is 42 years old, coming off 2 straight losses to Alex Pereira and Carlos Ulberg. Fight happened back in March of this year. After a couple years off, Yan came back and lost to Ulberg, who's going to get a title shot in the new year against Pereira. So Ulberg earning himself a shot. Bogdan Guskov, 33 years old, so 10 years younger, has won 4 straight in the UFC after dropping his UFC debut to Volkan Ozdemir. He has finished all his opponents, including Ryan Spann by knockout and Nikita Krylov by knockout back in July. Goose has won 2 fights in 2025 and is looking to get his 3rd. Goose, right now, plus 105 the underdog. Yan Błachowicz, minus 135 the favorite. This is my dog pick here. I am going with Goose. I think youth, power, scariness. Have you seen the look of this guy? Scary.
But even his KOs, man, are like so scary. I mean,
the Goose is loose.
The Goose is loose.
I'm telling you, this is going to be the next thing that people steal from me. I started hearing people. I don't know if it was a UFC broadcast or might have been Helwani who started calling Charles Oliveira Chucky Olives, and I was like, yo, they are stealing this from us.
They're listening to us, man.
No one is coming up with a nickname like Chucky Olives but me.
No,
and if other people are taking it, it is pure thievery. And people are going to start calling this guy the Goose, Goose, and it's going to be strictly from me, Bogdan Guskov, the Goose. The Goose is loose. When you start hearing that on a UFC broadcast, just know that they're stealing from us because MMA media
They've been stealing from us from
us.
the beginning.
They do, man.
All the time from us. Our jokes.
I know some people
I'm convinced Joe Rogan stole a couple of my jokes.
Yeah,
I know that.
I wouldn't put it past you. Honestly. I know they're listening. I know certain people are listening, and I know people are stealing things. And I know when I hear Chucky Olives that somebody else isn't coming to that conclusion.
There's no way, man, they got Chucky Olives on
I don't think so.
Dude, we were the first ones to come up with that years ago.
I was. I did that.
Yeah. But I carried it on, man.
Well, yeah, because it's a good nickname. And Goose is a good nickname, too. The Goose
is loose.
Bogdan Guskov, the Goose.
Listen.
I got him knocking out Yan Błachowicz. The Goose will be loose on Saturday.
Oh, man, it's going to be Polish power to the Goose that got loose. It's going to be hard. I give Yan one of the best light heavyweights most probably in the last decade, but damn, it's a different game now. This guy's coming in with 4 straight wins, man. Some crazy KO power behind him. Bogdan is a name that we'll remember on Saturday night. 5 straight wins, probably a bonne nuit for, Yan. And Yan is coming. How old is Yan now? You said, what, 30?
43.
Is he 41? Is he 43? Dude, I was going to say, I thought he was 41, actually, around that.
Oh, sorry, he's 42. Old, he's 42. Sorry, 42.
Okay, I said 41. You said 43. It's in between.
Yeah.
That's a split. But regardless, he's 42 years old, man. Damn. He's been in the game for a while, man. And that Bogdan, he's a scary dude. He'd make a great, character in a horror film. I'll tell you that much.
The Goose. Yeah, what's going on with him? He's terrifying.
He is terrifying. He's the type of guy that, if you're bringing home, hi, Mom, this is my Goose.
Hello, this is the Goose, Bogdan Guskov.
Look at this guy. He looks like he's ready to, the Hitman. Look at him.
Yeah, well, he's dressed like Hitman.
Jesus, scary, man. Look at that. Dude, if that guy came up to you and said, listen, you owe me money, you're going to open up your wallet. You'll pull out your
Goose.
Costco card. You'll pull out your Tim Hortons card. You'll give him everything.
Don't mess with the
Yeah,
Goose.
man, that Goose is, he's something, man.
All right, parlay time.
Let's do
Dave's
it, bud.
Parlay. Giving you a little parlay ski. I'm gonna keep it maybe very simple.
Come on, Dave, go wild for the end of the year. Let's
Okay,
do it, man. I'm going all the way.
I'll throw the Goose.
Let's
in
make
there to
some
keep
money.
it.
Let's make some money for people for Christmas.
I'm gonna throw the
Including
Goose in there
myself.
to make it fun. I'm going with the Goose. Bogdan Guskov plus 105. Peyton Talbot minus 275. Merab Dvalishvili minus 425. 20 will get you 69. It's a plus
You like that
245
number, eh,
parlay.
Dave? You like that number, eh?
69.
Better than that 7-6 shit that I keep hearing all the time. It's
You
driving me
mean
nuts.
6-7? 6-7.
Is it 6-7? See, I'm going now. Oh, dude, there you go. Now I got it.
Well, you don't know
My little
about
guy was saying that.
6-7?
I don't even know what it
Everybody loves
means, man. I know
6'7".
6'9". I know 6'9", but I don't know 6'7". Oh,
69. So, Merab, Peyton,
Yeah.
the Goose, Bo Goose. There he is, Bo Goose.
That's a nice payout.
That is a good parlay from Team Dave.
Yep,
That's a
yep,
winning parlay to end the year. I've been crushing it all year, as I do. My parlay
haven't been
won.
too
When did
bad
my
either,
parlay
man.
win? Didn't my last parlay won on the fight
Yep.
night? It was I gave you the two main events, like just two favorites in the main event, but they won. Ian Gary and who was the other one? Who beat Bilal? Ian Gary beat Bilal. What was the main event of that thing?
That
Were they the main event? What was the co-main event? Shit.
Oh, you're talking about
Art
you're talking about
Sarukian.
Armin against the hooker.
Yeah, I gave you
Sarukian,
Tsaruki
who's on
and then Ian Gary on the last one. That was a 2-fight parlay in that one.
Yeah.
I was going to
and
give you a 2-fight parlay for this, but AJ made me spice it up. But I'm confident in Bo Goose, so. And he's an underdog. That's a nice little addition to my parlay, Bo Goose. Bo Goose, Peyton Talbot over Henry Cejudo, Merab over Petr Yan. That's a good parlay, brother. AJ, what do you got for me?
I'm not too far away from you, but I'm going to start from the top. I'm going to go with Merab, obviously.
Merab.
And then I'm going to go with like Joshua Van to be the big surprise and probably the fight of the night.
I'm staying away from that fight.
Yeah,
I got
I'm
Pantoja
telling you,
winning,
it's going to be.
I'm not betting on it, but
Look, I'm telling you, Joshua Van is coming in, and he's going to take it on Saturday. Then I'm going to go with Tatsuro Taira over Brandon Moreno. Then I'm going with you on Peyton. I think Peyton is going to be, it's going to be an easy fight for him in some sense. But I don't want to say that because I don't want to like Cejudo to get mad at me. But I hate to say it. He should have never walked away. And then I'm with you with the Goose's loose Bogdan. I think this is going to be a nice, 18-3. Coming in and you're looking at almost like what is it? He's almost 40 fights, man, for Yan. Think about that in his career.
Yeah, man.
That's crazy. Wear and tear, man. And the problem with Yan is that he's at that stage where if he gets hit hard with like Bogdan, who is like insane, like power behind his punches, someone could be going to sleep that night and starting early.
Good payout. 20 gets you 342 with the 5-fight parlay from Team AJ. It's Merab Dvalishvili. It's Tatsuro Taira. It's Peyton Talbot. It's Bogdan Guskov. And it is Joshua Van. Big underdog. Plus
Joshua.
Yeah. I don't love that parlay because of the Van man. But everything else makes sense to me.
Look, if the Van pulls it off, dude, what's the payout? I didn't see there.
342.13 on the $20
that would be
bet.
nice, man.
That'd
I
be
need
huge.
that, man. I got a car payment that I have to do on Monday.
There you go.
Yeah, Johnny's right, man. He doesn't like the 6-7 stuff.
6-7.
He should start that. You know what? He should do that in his wrestling match. Johnny goes like 6-7, 6-7, and everybody's gonna start with the 6-7, and it'll be just like It's bullshit. Go to your room and just slam everybody. Here's the 6,
Yeah.
and here's the 7.
I mean,
Johnny,
it is kind of annoying.
take it.
It is kind
It
of
is
annoying. I
annoying,
don't
man.
love it, but
I still don't understand what it means, dude. What does it mean?
I'm trying to act like I love it so that like the kids stop doing it, because if like an old guy is into it, then it's not cool for them anymore. You know, like if we know about it, they should stop doing it. You know?
Dude,
like it's not cool anymore when the old guys are like into it. So if the more you accept it, the more they'll hate it. You know?
You think so?
Yeah, it's a trend, you know? If old people start doing the trend, it's not going to be cool anymore, and they're going to stop doing it.
6,
We're
7.
old guys. We just got to ruin it for them. That's my plan.
Like grumpy old men,
ruin the cool things for the kids. The things that they like, be like, yeah, that's so cool. I'm going to do that too. And they're like, oh, I'm not going to like that anymore. They don't want that.
What's those guys' names up on the Muppet Show? The guys at the top of the balcony.
Ooh, I don't know. My brother would definitely know. I don't know what their names are. I like them,
You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, they're funny. 6, 7, 6, 7.
I know who you're talking about.
I remember their names.
I have those guys over here.
What? Are you serious?
I don't know if you.
They remind me of the guys from Trading Places.
I got Lego Muppet guys. I got the little these guys. You can't see that.
That is funny.
Yeah, you can't see that at all. But it's the.
Do they sit on a balcony?
No, I have them here. They're funny. Anyways, all right, guys. I think that's it.
Say it, Dave. Say it. That's it.
Statler and Waldorf. Thank you.
Statler and Waldorf.
That's their name.
I thought it was, yeah. I thought it was Mortimer, but yeah, Waldorf.
Are we done, or should we do another 6-7 minutes?
6, 7, 6, 7. Call the show 6, 7.
Yeah, exactly. Oh,
it's cool to say 6, 7.
If this is still going on by UFC 367, we're going to have a problem.
Hey, listen, just on a quick note before you hang up, Conor McGregor has been all charges against him from that lady in, I think it was New York or whatever, at the basketball game. Remember the whole NBA thing has been dropped. Conor's free, man. He can make it to the White House now.
This time. For now. On this particular case. Yeah, I don't even want to. Conor drama. I just it's barely part of the sport anymore. It's it's something else. Whatever he's doing.
Listen, it's 4 years.
He hasn't fought in the UFC in so long.
4 years, dude.
I've lost interest in Conor McGregor. I remember for a time we're like, is he coming back? When's he coming back? All of this stuff, and now I'm just like, yeah, I don't care, man. I don't even want to see him fight. I don't care if he fights. He sucks now. He's not an active fighter. Who gives a shit about him? I don't know, man. I want to watch Merab. I want to watch Islam. I want to watch Khamzat. I want to watch Pereira. I want to watch John Jones even. But, I don't want to watch Conor. He's so irrelevant to MMA. Who gives a shit what Conor McGregor's doing? He sucks. He's not one of the greatest fighters of all time. He's the biggest draw in the history of the UFC. But he's not one of the best fighters. He hasn't been good for many, many years. He hasn't won in who knows how long. He doesn't fight. Who cares? It's a sideshow. And if they put him in the White House card, fine. That's also a sideshow. It's not real. None of it is real. Who cares?
6, 7.
6, 7. Conor McGregor's the 6'7" of MMA. It's like a flash in the pan. Very popular. Everybody knows about it. But no one, no one's really proud of it. It's not really an accomplishment. It's just kind of like a thing. It's like a fad.
Johnny's got a point there. We should be doing a watch along for Jake, who's not a 6'7". He's still active and he's fighting, man.
Oh my God. When is that?
We got to do one. We should
Oh,
do
it's
it with
December
everyone.
19th. It's December 19th. But that would be, it's on Friday night, John. So that would be you and me doing that? Or do we throw AJ on?
I'll come, man.
We could do that.
We should do it. That's what I was about to say. We should have the whole team together for the Jake Paul fight.
God, how many hours is that?
It'd be funny, man.
6, 7?
Yeah, he's not going to fight till 6, 7.
Last AEW pay-per-view was long. It was about 6, 7 hours.
Hey, man, that War Games was really good, man. I knew it. Didn't I call? Hey, listen, first of all, I called that they would win. I knew that Brock was going to come in and smash everybody. Remember I said that? And you got mad at me and you're like, no way, there's no way. And look what happened, man. You owe me an apology, actually. I just realized that. Somebody mentioned that to me. Like, you know what? Dave owes me an apology.
I have to apologize?
Yeah, bro, because I said if
For
Brock Lesnar
saying
was
I
going to go
think
there
you
and
were
smash
wrong?
everybody.
I disagreed
I
with
was
you,
right.
so I have to apologize?
Brock Lesnar won. The team won.
If I have to apologize for every time I disagree
Logan
with
Paul.
you, we're going to have a real problem. It's going to be tough.
Logan Paul, man, listen, man, I called that.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know?
so did Johnny.
Hey,
I was
that
wrong
mystery
about
guy?
everything in Survivor Series somehow. I think I've lost my touch. I don't know anything about wrestling anymore. I don't know what's
Listen,
going on.
Who was the guy that went into the ring that was all like in black? I was like, that's got to be The Rock. Who was that guy that climbed over?
Austin Theory.
Are you sure?
Wah, wah. Yeah. I'm 100% sure. It was Austin Theory. Do you know who that is?
Yeah, but I don't know.
You do?
I thought it was The Rock.
You thought it was The Rock?
Honestly, I'm like, I thought it was The Rock coming in and then he would just whip it off and everybody would just go wild, you know?
Right. Well, yeah.
Because you had Brock there and
Yeah.
everything. I was like, shit, that's The Rock coming over, man.
Yeah, if it was The Rock, he would have definitely revealed his face because, you know, they're not going to waste that. Hey, Rock, why don't you come in and, like, just do a kick and a stomp with a mask on and then never reveal that it's you? It could be literally anybody under the mask, but we're going to use The Rock.
Listen, I thought that was it. I thought it was The Rock, and I thought he was going to come back and just whip it off, and you know, and everybody would have been like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah,
The Rock's a heel.
I think The Rock would have fallen down if he tried to hit that stomp. I don't think he can do it. Honestly, I don't think he could do it. I don't think he has the balance.
Hey, listen, man, Lesnar throwing those freaking suplexes were like ridiculous, man.
He's a monster. Yeah, he's very strong.
Did you see that? It was like a machine gun, man. He didn't stop. It was like one after another, and he just kept going and going. Damn, this guy. And look how big he looked. He looked solid. Did you see his traps? Damn.
Yeah.
It was insane. You know, tip my hat to Brock.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
Come on, Dave. Give him some credit. You can do it, dude. Just say it. What is he, in his 40s?
Like, at this point, he questioned. I mean, you're talking about his physique and everything. Like, I don't think he's natural. Yeah. I think he's definitely doing something.
He's doing the Mamba 67.
I mean, he tested positive in the UFC in his last fight. It's not like people don't know he's done stuff. And to be this big at this age still, I don't know. I mean, I don't think it's bad. It's not athletics. Like, it's not sports. It's not like he's competing against anybody. I think they can do all the steroids they want. It's just like when you talk about his physique and stuff, I go, well, yeah. Okay, The Rock's pretty jacked too, but, like, I don't know. And there's all the allegations for Brock too. Like, I don't know, man. I have trouble celebrating Brock at this point.
That's what Johnny was saying earlier. I didn't know what that meant.
Yeah, there's stuff. I don't really want to get into it. It's out there. I could tell you.
I want to know. Like, now you piqued my curiosity. What the hell's going on?
Well, Brock was named in the Vince McMahon, like, sexual misconduct lawsuit. as
It could be bullshit, no?
could be.
They said that about Trump, man. It's all bullshit, dude. Come on. You know that.
Release the list. Prove it.
Yeah. There's a few
Prove it's
people
bullshit.
don't want that list out, but
Yeah, including
no, but you're right. I mean, it's allegations, man, but you don't know what was behind it.
Release the list.
Who put the allegation on Brock?
The person who's suing Vince McMahon.
The same one? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know who it is, Dave? She a wrestler?
Yeah. I forget her name, but she's suing Vince, and there's a lot of stuff in there, and Brock is named as being involved in like some trafficking there with Vince. Vince was potentially sex trafficking somebody to Brock Lesnar as part of his wrestling contract. Yeah.
That's a little like
look, man, I don't know what's true and what's not. It's just that, the allegations are still hanging there, and they won't bring Vince back. But for some reason, they thought it was cool to bring Brock back. You could say, well, I don't know if it's true or not and all that stuff, but you also don't know if it's true or not. So if it's true, I have a hard time celebrating him. If it's not, and I feel bad that people are kind of thinking that, he's that when he's not that. However, there are other stories about Brock Lesnar that have been confirmed by people that make you think, that's doesn't seem like it's out of his wheelhouse. So I have a hard time celebrating Brock Lesnar because of the guy that I think he probably is.
Well, time will tell, Dave. I mean, look what happened with Conor right now. Things got dropped. I mean, you never know what's behind it, and usually there's people.
He lost a civil suit in Ireland. He had to pay that woman money for some pretty horrible things that he allegedly did. I don't know.
Yeah, but it's like there's different.
Dude.
Yeah,
why
I know.
are you defending these people, man?
I'm not defending them. I'm just saying
why are you taking the side of the?
I'm not, dude. I'm just saying is that like there's a never know, man.
This is not a good look.
There's a lot of greedy people out there.
Don't be on that side. Be on this side.
I'm not. I'm just saying, dude. But you can't be on either side. We got to get the facts out. I'm just saying, like, we got to hear both sides of the story. That's for sure. And
one side is telling the story, and Brock Lesnar is not addressing any of it. And when the WWE signed Brock Lesnar back, is exactly the time when the WWE and Triple H stopped doing post-event press conferences, taking questions from the media. As soon as they signed Brock, that was the last show. Triple H didn't meet with the media afterwards, never took a single question about Brock Lesnar, and has not, because he only does interviews with friendly media. They're hiding.
Oh, man.
They're hiding because they know it's not clean. They know it's fishy. Nick Khan put Brock over as a good person, eh, John? I'm sure Nick Khan's a real stand-up guy. Snaky.
Is he?
Oh, yeah. He basically maneuvered Vince out of his own company. I mean, he really did a number on Vince. Made him act like he was his best friend, and then got him out of there. He knew what was going on. He knew it's all a maneuver.
Well, another Netflix in the making, I'll tell you that.
Nick Khan. The man who's ruining professional wrestling. I think that's pretty good. Pretty fair. Nick Khan. There'll be I'll write a book one day. Nick Khan, the man who killed the business. fucking guy. Oh. I don't know if there's ever been a more distasteful executive person in wrestling than Nick Khan. And that includes Vince McMahon and Eric Bischoff.
I was going to say, what about Vince, man?
No, I think Nick Khan is worse for some reason. I don't know what it is.
Okay.
Something about Nick Khan really gets me. Because I think he doesn't like wrestling.
Why would he be there? Doesn't make sense.
The money.
Mind you.
The money.
Kind of like Batman about hockey. I mean, you got a point there.
He doesn't like wrestling. I don't like him. I don't like him. I hear him talk about wrestling, and there's no love for the business. There's no passion. He doesn't like it. He doesn't respect it. I don't want him there. He has no business being there. He's only in it for the money. He's a Hollywood guy who has snaked his way into the wrestling business. Snuck in.
Oh, look who just...
Speaking of sneaking
there we go,
in.
A little sneaking. Yeah,
Someone has snuck in. And that's my
cutie?
cue to leave. She's telling me it's time to go. You want to say bye?
Yeah, I had my little guy come in too.
All
Look how cute. What's up, cutie?
Say bye. Say bye-bye. Say show's over.
What?
You're not going to say it?
Mm-hmm.
Now you're quiet?
Mm-hmm.
You got to say bye-bye. Show's over.
Bye-bye.
I love you. What? I love you.
Wave goodbye. Say bye to AJ. No, wave that way. Camera's over there. Say bye. Say bye to AJ.
Bye-bye.
All right. See you tomorrow night.
You.
Thanks for sticking with us to the end. We would really appreciate it if you could help us spread the word. Please share this episode on whichever social media platform you use. Add a comment below and consider reviewing us on Apple Podcasts. We are an audience-supported network, so consider becoming a recurring supporter at membership.ringsidereport.net. Check out our website at